My name's Dave DeBow, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content. Hey gang, welcome back. Today we got a special friend on Zoom with us today. Amy Kim is somebody that I've got to know quite well over the last few months. We're working together, and Amy holds a special place in my heart, not just because she's a client of ours, but because she comes from one of my favorite countries, and that is South Korea, which my wife also comes from. Some of my favorite people in the world. And she just came back from another one of my favorite countries, Costa Rica, where I lived for 10 years, way back in the early 90s. So Miss Amy Kim is a very accomplished real estate entrepreneur. She dumped her career as a very successful IT professional and is now full-time into real estate. And she's made a very interesting progression from single-family homes into multifamily properties, even developing a 40-unit complex. And she's done that while being a single mom. So Amy, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was such a great pleasure to be on your show.
Yeah. So Amy, give us a little snapshot, if you will. What does real estate investing and real estate development look like for you in 2026? What do you do? What do you focus on?
Well, so I start with the flip single family houses, and it was very good until it wasn't good. So in terms of timelines.
What happened that made it not so good?
So 1 year I acquired 3 buildings. So one was a single family converted to two duplex, and the other one was a duplex to fourplex converting to fourplex, and then acquire 8plex as a turnkey. So it was a lot of work. Each project has unique challenges and exit strategies and budgets. So at the end of the projects, I felt burnt out, even though from the paper looks like really good and profitable. It was a really good project, right? But I noticed that when you work on add-on like one-time project, it's not sustainable. And the whole reason behind of all doing this is creating more time and freedom so that I can spend more time that matters to me and then spend time with the loved ones. But after working on those one-off projects, actually it took a lot of time away from me, from my loved ones. So I knew that I needed some radical changes.
So when did that happen for you? I mean, when was that year where it kind of all came together?
Yeah, so giving some brief background of my business. I was in IT, like Dave mentioned, over more than 20 years in South Korea, in Canada. And about 8 years ago, I broke my ankle in Mexico travel. And because of that sick leave, I was on the bed for 5-6 months. And that led me to personal development because I was going to do some traumas. And
you had some time on your hands because you were in bed.
Yeah, I had so much thoughts. Wow. Yeah. That's what happened, right? When you have so much thoughts, you started to have a lot of thoughts that doesn't necessarily good thoughts. So I was going through a guilt that I ruined our family vacation, and also because I had to flew back for surgery, my ankle, and so I was going through guilt and also traumas. And I read a book was talking about our life is so much like a movie. So when you go to all the cinemas and look at those slices, and the more horror scenes you have in the slices become a horror movie.
Right. Okay.
And the more beautiful stories and happy moments, it become a happy ending movie. So life is the same. So when we can replace our bad memories with the great memories, our life can become a happy ending life.
Well, so I like that philosophy, Amy. That's a wonderful philosophy. Okay, so you had that 6 months lying in bed, self-development. You kind of came to that realization. Then what? How did you when you jumped out of bed or got out of bed, what, what did you do next at that
So
point?
then I started to reading a lot of books, and especially one of my friends who took a program, real estate investing program from US, but somehow he couldn't get going. So I was thinking, if I can study, maybe if I can start, maybe we can maybe create a dynamic, we can continue. So I studied all of his materials, how to knock the doors of the homeowners, how to call the, cold callings agent, and how to analyze the deals like this. So I've been studying like 6 months like that. And then for some reason at work, I got, so the work that I've been working on, it was IT, um, what do you call it? Consulting company.
Like a
So,
contractor. Yeah.
right. So when you work on a project, once you complete one project, you go to the next project. But for some reasons, I wasn't assigned to the next project for 3 months.
Okay.
And that was the time that I started taking actions, real actions, started putting offers and started talking to realtors. So I was assembling my team to the first project. And I used that opportunity as a gift rather than worrying about being fired.
Well, that's great. And then the other thing that I want to tip my hat to you for is, you got to realize, folks, Amy comes from a completely different country, different culture, different language. She didn't let any of that slow her down or stop her. She took massive action anyhow. Like the stars kind of aligned and made it a nice window of time for you. So in that 3 months, what happened?
So in the 3 months, I just focusing on building my business. I was working on my project, so which was amazing. And
So you got a deal up and going in those first 3 months?
yes. So I found a deal because I was studying about 6 months. I felt confident that I am ready to take action on my first project.
Was it a flip?
Yeah, it was a fully project.
Okay.
So I put a offer that my offer got accepted, and I removed the condition. And that's when I got a phone call from my HR lady. So then I went there and I actually received the news that I got laid off.
Wow. Okay. So good news, bad news.
Yeah,
More time to work on the flip. At the moment, it probably sucked, but in retrospect, it was probably a very good thing.
Actually, I was very thrilled when I got a phone call from HR, to be honest with you, because I was so ready to quit my career. But at the time, I was taking a coaching program, and my coach was telling me that don't quit your job until your side hustle income equal or greater than your current income. So
Well, you just had to fast forward that a little bit, did you?
Yes, it is. So you have to be careful when you're asking for universe, because universe delivers you right away.
So how did that first flip work out for you, Amy?
So my first flip, I had a down payment. I had a team ready. So I found my contractors through Kijiji and from my referrals. So I was ready, but I didn't have money for the renovations. And also I would need a mortgage guarantor to be,
because you didn't have a job.
lending. Because I just lost my job.
Yeah.
So when I laid off, I still decided to remove the condition with even though I know that I need a capital and I need a mortgage guarantee. I somehow I had a faith in me and in my what I'm doing, that it's gonna work out, even though that time the path wasn't very clear. But I figured that I will figure it out. Like you mentioned, I've been a single mom for many years, ever since my daughters are 3 years and 5 years old in Canada, and my ex was in Korea. So I've been raising them by myself and working in IT. So somehow, I have a faith that universe is always watching out for me.
So for that first flip, how did you get the money? Who guaranteed it for you, and how'd you get the money for the renovations?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So I met one of the investors through, I didn't even know he was an investor, right? He was just a person that I know through my dance community where I have a passion for. And we just talk casually, and I find out that he just lost his job. and he was saying that he want to become a realtor and he going to use his savings until he catch up. So I was thinking that because of my education, why don't you find some project that it will give you great returns? So without touching your savings, you can still pay the bills until you make a good income, right? Because to become a realtor takes some couple years.
Yeah. So what happened?
So after we had been talking multiple times, and one day he was like, Amy, like, do you have any projects? So like, actually, I have a project. I just removed the condition. And like, oh, I want to invest with you. So like, oh, whoa, wait, because I never done it. You know, that is my first project.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I feel that I can trust you because we had been building rapport a couple of times already. So that he came and he was able to invest his capital for my project, which was very grateful. And also the other lady I met through Airbnb shopping. So we just become friends and we had a coffee over. And she was talking about like, I want to do what you're doing. And there's some project that I am looking into. So I just provide some opinion on like a napkin or the numbers, like how much you're buying, what's the profit you think that you're going to have, and then what is the renovation cost you think that you have to put it in. And after she saw my math, she got like, holy cow. Yeah. So I bought, I'm going to buy cheap, but my repair value not going to be there where I need to be. So I need to somehow understand whole process.
So who did what? Who put up the money for the renos and who put up the credit for the...
So yes, so my dance community fella, he put money for the renovation, and the other lady also become my mortgage guarantor.
Got it. Okay, good.
That's how I did my first project.
Hey there, if you're a capital raiser, a syndicator, or a fund manager, and you're looking for a steady flow of incoming accredited investor leads, then go ahead, grab a free copy of my new book, How to Get 20 Accredited Investor Meetings Every Month Without Cold Calling, Networking, or Chasing People. You can get that at 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com. Again, that's the number 20accreditedinvestorsbook.com. So that was your first flip, and when everything cleared out and you paid everybody, your partners, their take, how profitable was that first deal for you?
So first project never goes as you plan, right?
Of course not. Quite often, no projects go exactly as you planned. But anyhow, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the project, market got soft-tuned, and we couldn't even make any profit. So I was able to return all the interest that I promised. And on the top of it, I think I'm pretty sure I offered a little bit more than that, but I couldn't sell it. So what I decided to do was that I did a little bit of a performance, the analysis, for 3 different scenarios. Like, what does it take more cost if I keep it as single, because it was single family house, but if I turn to legal based suite, or if I run as a short-term rental. So I did all the analysis for those 3 scenarios, and apparently it seems like a short-term rental looks better in terms of the period of the project and the cost. I need to put additional capital and return. So I decided I ended up running Airbnb instead of a flip project.
Well, there you go. So you turn lemons into lemonade. Okay, fast forward to now. I think we talked about you had that epiphany where you had the 3 projects in 1 year. You're kind of burnt out from that. That was a lot more work than you thought it would be. What year was that, Amy, that happened?
So that was 2019. So I started my project 2018 and completed 2019.
Which, the first one or the 3 that kind of burned you?
Yes, the first project was 2018 and 19. And then second year, I think third year, I bought 3 buildings that time. So it was 15 units in total, but I converted to 24 units on the third year. And then after the third year, fourth year, when all the projects are completed, I felt totally burnt out.
Got it. Okay, so what have you been doing since then, Amy? What have you been focused on?
So I realized that I need a system. I need something scalable rather than like one-off project all the time. So all my previous projects were like more likely existing house flipping or infill. So I noticed that infill is harder to how can I say secure the deal floors all the time. So I create a system that deals coming in pipeline. So now our developers, the land developers, are whenever there's an inventories, they contact me before they contact to other people.
So what are you doing? Explain for folks that aren't familiar with real estate. What do you do now?
Yes. So what I'm doing is that what I noticed was that when you convert existing houses, the scope is always changing. So instead of doing this, now I'm developing brand new land with proven floor plans and the systems and all the finishings and specs, so that in the future, when there's a new land coming, I can just replicate without.
So what do you build on the new? What do you build on the land? What kind of properties?
So my project is very unique. So it's a commercial project. However, it's a combination of residential houses. So I do have 8 residential lots. So it comes with 8 homes up front, and I'm making legal basement suites, and then also adding backyard suite on the back. So backyard suite has 3 units, and then a front house with 2 units. So 5 units per lot.
Wow.
And then I do have 8 of them. So it's in total of 40 units.
Okay. So walk me through, I can understand, I think we can all picture in our mind what the front unit, the main house looks like. It's a house with a basement suite or a secondary suite in there. What does the accessory dwelling unit in the backyard look like that you've got 3 units back there?
Yeah, it's really unique. So we usually the backyard suite is 20 by 20, but we made it 20 by 30. So it's make it a little bit spacious. And at the bottom, we have 2 bachelor. So, and 1, no bedrooms, but then 1 bathroom in each side. And
so the 2 bottom ones are like studio apartments. Yeah, yes. Studio units. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Bachelor suites. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the upper one?
And then upper one, we have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and one dwelling.
Interesting. What about parking?
Parking, that's a very good question. So from my understanding, 2024, there is a new law that passed in Edmonton that there's no more limits, no more restraints on parking. So technically, you can build more units without having parking secured. However, I understand that there's a concerns because Edmonton has such a long winter and everything is all scattered around. So you need a car. So what we did was that we carefully, one of the strategies I did was make sure that we bought land that including the corner lot. So then the corner lot has some extra space, the street parking space, and also the back of the backyard. Most of the houses that was done by other builders, they are very short, like 10 meter. No, actually, probably not less than 10 meters. So 1 meter, something like that in the back. So there's no space actually to park. But we pushed that a driveway toward the house so that we create more extra space for parking. So at least 2 cars can park there, and then we have a corner there, and also there's a street parking on the front of the house. Okay. And then across the house, there are all the single family house with the garage attached.
So there's plenty of street parking as well. Cool. So we're at the time we're recording this, it's the end of January 2026. What stage is this development in at this point, Amy?
Yeah, great question. So we started this project 2020. We acquired the land and the home, 8 homes, was already pre-built by a builder. March 2025, March, we acquired. And our project is to complete the rest of the 32 units to make a total of 40 units. So we've been working on permits with the city and also financing. However, it's funny that before 1 month before we acquired the property, same agency rules changed. So previously, actually, we were planning to build 4 units per lot, but because of the changes, we had to pivot and then make 5 units. So that pushed us back all the way because we had a permit already with the city based on the 4 units. But because of the change 1 month before acquisition, we had to work on our permit from the beginning. And now the
Start over again.
Yeah, so now it's a city that I think the city themselves are confused as well. So at the very beginning, we got a development permit. They mentioned that it is residential, so we apply under the residential. But by the time when we get approval for the building permit, now they are saying it is commercial. So
yeah, depending on the number of units. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so you're still in the permit process.
In the permit
once
process,
that gets all done, what do you anticipate for the time frame for getting everything built out?
So we are very close to getting COI, or we already got approval.
What does COI stand for?
COI stands for a certificate of insurance. So that is provided by CMHC. That's the final step that to start the funding released. So we got already lender approve our 9.8 million loan amount, and we are just getting so close to certificate to obtain. But there's certain little things, that technical issues with the energy report, so which we are working on it right now. So I believe that we are very close to obtain a COI within a week or 2. Then we should be able to start our project. So we are projected that our project to be complete by end of this year.
Excellent, Amy. And then what's your plan with this development? Are you going to hold on to these properties? Are you going to sell them to other investors? What's the exit strategy?
Our current exit strategy is to hold for long term. And so we have investors that they love our project because for them it's beneficial. Instead of learning the project every time new strategies and new numbers, because our project offers the exactly same strategies. So next project will be about the same strategy. It's just that the number of land and the number of address might change, but
so you created kind of a cookie cutter thing that you're going to do more of.
That's the system we created. And also builder loves working with us because instead of working with 20, 30 different individual homeowners, if they work with us, we can, pick care of their inventories.
Yeah. Fantastic, Amy. Well, congratulations. This is a fantastic pivot. If people are watching or listening to this and they would like to connect with you, what should they do? Where should they go?
Yes, definitely. I can be found from LinkedIn or Amy Kim, and also investing at homealchemist.com, HOMEALKEMIST.com. So, yeah.
All right. There's probably more than one Amy Kim on LinkedIn. So how do they know it's you?
Oh, good question.
the Amy Kim in Edmonton, Alberta, I would imagine, right?
Amy Kim, Edmonton, Alberta, and Home Alchemist.
Right, and talking about lots of real estate stuff. Perfect. Amy, thanks for being on the show. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me, Dave. Okay.
All right, everybody, take care, and we will see you on the next one. Hey there. I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewsyou.com.